Away. Let's see how that's looking. See who's on. Let's give some time to people to get on. And then we'll say hi, and then we will turn off this light. And I want to make sure we have enough light on the table there. He's asking me. We're just gonna give it a few minutes before we start our live. I just want to see if we have more people come in. If you're here, say hi, and we'll start shortly. Okay. What was my last? She wants to know. She wants to know. Let me start by telling everybody that today we're going to be making a topper for our lantern, and I'll show you what I have in a few. I just want to go and I want to post this on my other pages, so just give me a minute. Okay, sorry about that. I'm here. I want to make sure we have enough lighting here. You guys can see everything on the table clearly. We are going to decorate this lantern, okay? Let me just hold you down a little bit, the camera. And we'll focus on the table a little bit once I get more people in and I show you everything that we have, okay? This is the lantern that we're gonna decorate today. I got this lantern at Walmart, okay? This is just a little tester here, which I'll take off. And it works on show you this way. It works on 2 AA batteries, okay? And it has an on and off switch in the bottom. And what I'll do now, I'm gonna decorate the top, make it decorated for a topper on the top with some fall ornaments. And I'm also gonna make a tiny, small bow on top, okay? Hi, Adriana. So we're gonna use this today, which I also got today at Walmart, okay? Got this pig, and I got this one. And they both were a great price for them. I paid great prices for them. This one, these two, okay? And I picked out some ribbons, which I'm thinking we're gonna use for the topper. Since this is a small lantern, it's not that wide, I should say. It's tall, but not that wide. I'm gonna use 1.5-inch ribbons to make a bow with this. I don't wanna use 2.5 because I think I don't want it to overtake, the lantern. I want it to be a nice small bow and not take over the whole lantern, okay? So these are the colors I'm thinking of ribbons. These are the ribbons I'm thinking of using. I'm not sure we're gonna use all of these yet, but this is what I had in mind. Okay? And this is an orange with black. I hope you can see that good. Okay? So I'm excited today because we have a small project, so we won't be here too long. And I'm using my new webcam, so I'm hoping that we have a good view and we have a good picture and the light is good and everything's gonna work really great. So you guys let me know, okay? No, I have done the lantern. I did make a Christmas lantern last year. Make sure this glue gun is on because we might be using the glue gun. I did make one last year for Christmas, and it was red with some Christmas embellishments in the topper, and it sold really fast. It sold right away. So this year I'm planning to do a couple of them. A couple for Christmas. I'm gonna make one for fall, and probably make another one in the coming weeks. Okay. Yeah, the video quality is good. She says. That's great. Okay. So I'm gonna just move the camera down so you can watch what I'm doing, okay, closely, all right? So let me just move this down a little bit. Okay, is that good? I want you to see the whole table. No. Sorry if I'm moving you guys around, but I want you guys to have a view of the table, okay? That looks pretty good. You guys don't think I need any light here, do you? Oh, no. That is not bueno. Okay, we'll leave it like that. Okay. So again, for those of you who just popped in and haven't seen what we're going to work on tonight, this is a lantern. I put this lantern in Walmart today. It works on 2 AA batteries. This is a little tester so you can see when it lights up. See how pretty it is. That's what we're going to be working on. These are the 2 picks that I brought. Now I'm not going to use, hi Kathy, thank you for joining. Okay. I'm not going to use this entire pick because as you can see, it's very long and large. So you can't take, and I'm going to have to move the camera up so you can see the top part of this because we are working on the top of it. Okay. You can't put this and this here because now you're going to lose. You will lose your lantern. That's not what we want. So I thought maybe dismantling it like I always do. I always take things apart. If I buy it, I don't like the way it is, but I'm going to take off a portion of it and make it shorter, not that long, because I do want to use both of them like this. And then this in the middle is where I'm going to put a bow here. So this is too long for this lantern, even if I shape it down, okay? So I'm going to remove this area here. I'm going to remove this here. I'm going to have to cut it first. And I know I put, here they are, okay. Here we go, here we go. I'm going to have to get a bigger one. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So now I want to see if I can shape this because I want to give it a shape like it's a little swag shape. So I want to bend this so I can, okay, you guys need to see what I'm doing here. So it can hang this way. Okay, I want it to hang down that way. So I've removed that portion of it. And let me take the other one and I'm going to take out this plastic ugly thing. I don't like that there. So I'm not going to keep that and I don't need that. So I'm going to cut this over here. And of course, I'm not going to throw it away because I will use it on another project. Maybe not the plastic part of this, but.
Where did you get those?
Huh? I got these in Walmart. Believe that? Look how pretty in Walmart. These were in Walmart and they were only $2.48. Look at that. Walmart. So I'm going to cut this off here. Okay. There you go. I don't like this plastic. And I don't like this plastic on the bottom either. So I'm taking that out. That's ugly. Okay, we're going to throw that away. That I'm going to throw away. I'm not going to keep that. And let me just take the price tag off. Okay. So this is what I want, like this. Let's see how this looks. I'm gonna take that off a little bit also. Let's just work on this side first. Let's see. I'm just measuring right now. Let's see if that's too wide. I'll just cut some off. Let me see. I'm gonna bring this down. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, I was surprised too when I saw these at Walmart. I was surprised too. So I want to bend this down because I want it to go down this way. See, you guys can see. Okay, I only want it to bend down one way down this way. Okay. Just gonna give it a little twist like this. And this is all wire, so you can give it any form you want, and you can bend it any way you want. So far, that's what I want, like that. I'm thinking if maybe I should just put a bow. I have to cut this, of course, it's too long. I'm gonna cut it too short, yeah, because I want to measure it and make sure. It's hard to use. Okay. I got it. Okay. Okay. Oh, jeez. Don't laugh at these. These are my hubbies, and he loaned them to me. So, and they're working just fine. Just very heavy. That's why I have the smaller ones first. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at here. Then I'm thinking of cutting this other one also, but then I want to make sure I have enough room for the bow. You know? So we're gonna make it. I'm gonna cut that one also. I mean, I did make one last year, but you know, they're all different. The lantern I used last year was larger. It's a larger size. It was wider also than this one. This one it's tall, but it's not that wide. You see, so I don't want to use anything too big because it's gonna take over the lantern. That's not what I want at all. So I might have to cut some more pieces off of this just to make this a little shorter. You know? But I want to make sure before I cut how much I'm gonna cut. So I'm gonna face this towards me first before I and remember I'm gonna fold this down more. I want to have that gap for my bow. So if I cut this one here, right? Okay, I'm gonna have to cut this over here. Because this is a little too much here. And if I cut it anymore, I'll just glue it on. That's it. That's it. Okay, these things are hard to cut. Very hard. Okay. My hands don't let me. You know that? So bear with me, guys. I'm trying not to lose a finger here in the process. Because these are very thick. So if you join us, say hi. Got it. I got it. So let me see if I can use my smaller ones. I really killed this thing. I really killed it. Okay, so I'm gonna shorten this one.
peeled it already.
I did. Okay. Jeez. Okay, I have to get better cutters this time. Okay, I can't cut anymore. Let's see. Let's see what we have now. I don't know if I'm going to keep this ugly leaf. Okay, so I'm thinking this and this here. Okay, I am going to bend this down. What's left of the poor thing because I've destroyed it. But I can always put some more stuff on it and glue it. So I'm not worried about that. This is how it's gonna go. And I do want to make one longer and one shorter. Okay? So you're gonna have one longer and one shorter. So over here, we're gonna tie this up, wrap it up with some cable ties. All right. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm gonna take these two right here, and I put cable ties here, and then I'll fold them over. And this is where our bowl is gonna go. Okay. So let's see. What's the worst that can happen? That I have to take it apart again? What's the worst that can happen? That's okay. That's okay. Okay. Let me try it again and make sure it's not too big. I think it's cute. Okay. I think that'll work. I'm going to put a couple. See, I'm not worried about this here because we're going to make a bow. And I'm going to cover that up. Okay. Make sure this is tight enough. And I'm going to put probably about 2 or 3 cable ties here just to hold it together. Okay. I was working on a wreath last night. And I was going to come live and finish it. It's a fall wreath. I'll show you guys in a little bit before the live is over. And I was going to come on live and finish it, but all I had to do was put ribbons on it. I had made the bow, and I was like, I don't know, that's not going to be any fun just to put ribbons on a wreath. I mean, it's almost finished. So I said, let me do a lantern. Okay, so I put 2 cable ties right there. See? I'm not worried about this because we're going to cover this up. So I'm going to make the bow, put the bow on, put the topper on, and then we'll work on bending it and shaping it. And if we have to add anything on it or remove anything, we can do that. I had the glue gun warming up, so that's working fine. Okay, that's the idea for now. We can bend this later. So let's work on our bow. Okay. I'm going to take it first. Okay, so in the beginning of the live, I mentioned that I'm going to use 1.5 inch ribbon for the bow because the lantern is not that big, and I don't want to use 2.5 because it's going to overtake and cover up the whole lantern. So I'm going to make sure you guys can see me. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, that's good. How come you guys are so quiet today? Excuse me, but I need a drink of water. I don't know if I should use this pumpkin ribbon on it also. I mean, it has pumpkins also. This is, see how pretty? It's like a polyester. I am definitely going to use this one. It's so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. See this one? No, I had the ribbon already. I thought of making something nice and quick. And Lantern toppers are always, something that you can make really fast. Yeah. And then I thought about the colors that I need to get 4 colors to make a ribbon. So I picked these out, but I'm still, okay, so let me see. You need to concentrate what you're gonna see, how you're gonna put your ribbons and what colors you're gonna use first. I think I'm gonna go with my, I think I'm gonna go with this multicolored one first, okay? So let's start with that. Just because, no reason, just because. I'm gonna make long tails on this, even if I have to cut them later on, but I'd rather have them long. They're not gonna stay this long, but I'd rather have them long like that I can play with them later, okay? So this is about 13 inches long, okay? So our ribbons are gonna be 13 inches long, okay? So around here so you can see what I'm doing. Let me see how big and how long I'm gonna make it. Let's see, I can't make it too big, so I don't want to cover that. So if I measure this here, on my other mat, I'm gonna say it's about it's about 6 inches wide. I mean 6 inches long. So I think I'm gonna do 4 and 4. I'll do a loop of 4 to start and see how that looks. And then if that's the right length, let me just try that first. This is my Easy Bow Maker, which I love. So these have numbers here on the bottom. This is what I'm looking at. And that's how I know what size I'm gonna make and how to keep them the same length, okay? So that's 4. So I'm gonna take this out of here so I can see if that's good. And I surely think it's perfect. So it's 4. So we'll start with 4 loops of 4s to the beginning, and then we can start making them less. Like we can start shortening them to 3.5, or then 3, and like that. Okay. Where did I buy what? This Easy Bow Maker. They sell this in Michael's. They sell them in Joann's. They sell them online. It's very inexpensive, and it lasts you. You have it for a long time, and it's easy because it helps you. It has markers. You see, it has numbers, so it helps you. It guides you as you're going along. So I'm gonna make maybe 2 loops on each side, maybe 3, but let's start with 2. Okay. So you take it and you twist it on this side, because now you want to make the loop on this side here. You twist it, because if you don't twist it when you make the loop, you're gonna have it the wrong way. Guys, you see what I'm doing? Okay. So we twist it here. I twist it here. And we're doing 4. So now I'll just go by the loop that I have on the bottom here. And just try to make sure that the same length. And you guys, okay, you can see me better this way, okay? And I'm twisting it here. And I'm going to make my other loop. These are 4 inches long. I'm going to take it here with this one. And I measure to make sure I don't want to make one bigger than the other. So that's 2. Okay. And I'm just thinking 2. I think I'm going to use 4 ribbons on this one. So I'm going to make 3, 2, 1. Okay. So I want to make another one, another loop, just because I want to. Okay. So once you make your first loop, it's easier because now you can just go on top and you can measure by the one that you have in the bottom. And that's what I'm doing. Measure it there. It's 4. Twisting it here. And then making another one here. Measure it. I can tell already that I'm off there a little bit. Make it a little longer than that. So here and here. Okay. There you go. So I made 3 here, 3 loops. I don't want to make my bow too big. Okay. On this one, I think I'm going to have some tails in the bottom and some in the back. So I'm going to leave this tail this way because I want to have a tail in the back and one in the front. Okay. So if you want, instead of having them both on the front tails, because I want to be able to drape one in the back and drape one in the front. And this one, I'm going to make it shorter, the one in the back. Okay. So I'm going to make this one 8. So I made that one 13. So I'm going to make this one 8. Okay. So I'm going to cut right here. Make that one there. We have our loops here. We have 3. I know. I love this ribbon also. I love the color. I love the way it shapes right away. And you know, you can shape it the way you want to. It's good quality ribbon. That's what it is. Love that. It makes it so much easier to make a bow when you have, you know, good quality ribbon. That helps a lot. Okay. So we did that one. Now we're going to go with a solid color. I'm thinking of maybe the green, right? And then after the green, I can do the pumpkin. Yup, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So again, we had a tail of 14, or did I say 13? Did I say 13? I think I did say 13. Okay, so it's 13. So I wanted 13 inches long. I put it in here. Okay. I twist here. Twist over here. And this is like a velvet ribbon. Really pretty also. Twist it here. This one is going to go in the front. Oh, I wanted to do the other way. I wanted to do this loop this way. Just because I want to. Twist it over here. Okay. And this one, I'm going to just make it, this one was 4. I'm going to make this one like 3.5, or just a tiny bit smaller than the other one so you can see it. Okay, see that? See the difference? Just a tiny bit. Then I'm going to twist it here. I hope this is an okay bow when I'm done. Just hope. And I did the same thing here. I'm twisting it again here. It doesn't say. Okay. So I did how many? I did 3. So here I'm going to do 2. Okay. Now, there's no rules in making a bow. At least I don't have any rules. So you can make, I make sometimes 3 loops or 4 and then make 2 and then make 3, or you can do the 3, 2, 1, or you can just do 3, 2, 3, 2. You know, you do whatever you want to do, how you want to do it, and what makes you happy. So this makes me happy now, so I'm doing it this way.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is one of the reasons I love wreath making and making bowls because there's no rules on them. You don't have to follow a guideline and say, you have to have 18 pipe cleaners, you have to have 12. Yeah, no. So we're doing 2, I said, right? Go again. And I'm measuring on the one on the bottom that's already made, just having a couple of inches off. And then we had mentioned that I wanted to keep this one in the back, and this looks wrinkled. Why? Okay, so I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut 8 inches, I said, right? So let's take this one so I can be sure. There you go. I'm going to cut it right here. Okay, and then this one is going to go this way. And since these ribbons are wired, you can place them and pull them and put them wherever you want. Okay? Okay, so that's that with that one. Then I think I'm going to go now with the pumpkin one. Okay? So we said we did, put this way. We made 13 inches long our tails. Okay? I'm putting this one there. I'm going to twist this one here. Place this one here. This one down. Okay? Make my loop. A little smaller than the one we had before. Oh. This one has a design so the pumpkins are facing the wrong way. And I don't like that. So when you have some kind of picture or any kind of display on it, like this one has pumpkins, if I put this like this with a tail hanging down, my pumpkins are facing up. They're upside down. You see that? And that's not what I want. I want them to be looking like this. So in order for you to get that, what I do is I'm going to make my tails now. So I made one that was 13. And then the other one is 8. So this is the length of it that I'm going to cut. So I can place them this way. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to place my tail already here. All right, I'm going to place this one there and this one here. It's too long now. So now my pumpkins are facing down. See that? And that's what I wanted. And then they're facing up this way. Okay, so put that one there. And let's make our little loops now. So I had made, this is the 4 and 3.5. I'm going to make this one 3.5. So I'm going to make this one 3.5. That's 6.5. Okay. So I'm going to do this way so you can see them this way. So we're going to make, I'm making this one like this because I want to be able to place it like I mentioned to you, and I want to be able to see my pumpkins the correct way. So I'm using my mat on the table to measure my loops, okay? So here I'm only going to make one loop here because we have 2 here, so I'm only going to make one of each here, which means that's going to be the end. And then I'm going to place it in here. I'll just cut that piece off and place it in here so I can see my pumpkins, okay? That's kind of, I think. I mean, they look straight, so they're not bad. There you go. have that. I have that one. Let me just cut this thing off here. Maybe I can cut it too short. Okay, there we go. So there's the pumpkins there. That's it with that. Now I was debating whether to use this last one and make a little loop there. Something small because I don't want to do anything too big. Or just end it with another green one and make a small loop with a green one. What do you guys think? By a loop, I mean it's a small loop like this. It's going to be in the middle there. What do you guys think? Should I use this one? This is like a iridescent, right? Like a glittery one. Brown and gold.
It's great.
Or the green. On top. I don't usually like to put too much color in my on my bowls. So I think I'm going to keep it a green. You know? And this one's I'm going to make long tails on it. I'm not going to keep it too long anyway, so I'm just going to make this one 10. 10. Okay? 10 inches long. So this is put in here. I want to put the tail. I think this is what we're doing. I'm going to put a small one. I can see that, so let me just think a second here. Put it here. And the other one here. I twist it. And I make that small little loop right there, okay? Make it smaller than that. And that's it. Well, she picked the brown one, but it's not just brown. It has more colors than brown. You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
Yes.
See, one is green, one is brown. I already had cut the green one, okay? Yeah, because then it will have too many colors. I like the green one. Okay, so I'm hoping I twisted this thing good. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to cut here. So I'm not going to make this too long. I'm going to cut them anyway when I put them in the lantern. We finished with that. Now I'm going to grab a cable tie. Make sure they see. That's what I'm doing. Okay. I already have put these here and these here. And I have to cut these anyway. I want to make sure that I grab all of them. I'm just going to leave them all, fold them in, and then we'll fluff our bowls in a little bit. So I take this and I put them underneath and make sure that I have all the ribbon. Okay. I don't want this to be too small. I want to fix that before I take it out. There you go. Okay. So I'm gonna some pressure on it, but not all the way, because I'm gonna be able to take it out. Okay. And then you see that indentation right there? That's where we're gonna move the cable tie over. We're gonna twist it towards the back, move it over, right there. And we have it right there. First, let me just tie it up a little more, and then I'm gonna fix my bow. We're gonna cut all these tails, but I just left them long for now, okay? So I'm just fixing my loops before I pull my cable tie really tight, because once you pull it tight, you can't really move these around. I don't like the way this looks here, so let me chop this off. That's where we had surgery, and that's where I put the ribbon the other way around. So that's why you had that little loop there. We'll fix this one up here. This is what's going to hold in the middle. Then we're going to fix these here. Just stretching them out, and then we'll loop them in a minute. Okay, I think that's fine like that. Now I am going to, oh. Should I put my wire in there now? I'm not going to use a wire, or I'm going to use a, can you get me a brown? This is black. Can you get me a brown? I thought I had one. Check to see if there's one behind me in the room. I think I'm going to use a pipe cleaner. It makes it easier on my hands and my fingers, because usually you can use the wire, and it's probably best to use it because it's really thin, but you won't be able to see anything with the bow on top if I use the pipe cleaner. It's easy for me to bend and twist with my fingers. Okay? So that's a preference, you know, you have. You can either use the pipe cleaners or use the wire. Okay? Okay, so while hubby gets that, I'm gonna have to drink the water. So is anyone here new? First time? Please share the video. Subscribe to my channel. I'm hoping to get 100 followers soon. Now that you can be alerted. I think this, I don't know if we have the dots here yet where you can get alerted if I have. No, I don't think so. I don't think that happens yet. But I thought there was some way that you can subscribe or enter that you can get notified if I go live. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Share with your friends. Oh, are you okay? Is that my iPad? So, okay. So this is the pipe cleaner. I'm going to put the pipe cleaner in here, right in here. Okay. I'm going to leave this long for now. No, I'm going to put it in the middle because I'm not going to need that length. And then now I'm going to tighten it up, okay? Oh, ring the bell. Do we have a bell here? I guess I don't see it, but I guess you do.
Ring the bell for
It just says ring the bell. I know that's the way you can get notified when I go live. I'm really trying to stay on schedule. Doing my lives once a week. Sometimes it's hard because sometimes I forget to prep, and I try not to go on if I haven't prepped, you know? So, okay, so we're gonna puff up now you can cut off this cable tie because you're not gonna need it anymore. Just keep the pipe cleaner. I'm taking it right. Sorry, I slammed that. So can you guys see these colors? The green, the bright green, and are the colors good?
Yes.
The light, yeah. So I don't need to get any more.
Also picture. Yeah.
I don't need to get any other lights,
No.
I guess, when I do my lives. How come I see so many people with so many lights on when they're going to do a live?
Because they're in dark places.
You know? So if I don't need to, I'm not going to get any more lights, any rings or anything like that, you know? But when I watch the replay, I'll see. Okay, so now I'm playing around with my bow. So I can place it. I'm going to have to pull on it and shape it again once I place it on. So I'm not going to play around with it too much while I'm holding it. It's best just to place it and then you play with it, okay? So, go. And then I'm going to cut these later on. Okay, so I'm going to put this away. Put that away. I don't know if it's me, but I can really make a mess in no time. Everything is all over the place. Okay. So now I think I can cut this off because I'm not going to need this. It was just to see if it was working. Then you have to put batteries on it anyway. Okay. So I'm going to cut this off. There you go. It's so pretty. Okay. So I have it facing me. And now have it facing, well, I have it facing you. So you guys want to see what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to put this bow here. I'm going to use it there also. And I know these tails are very long. They can't stay that way. I know that. I'm going to cut them off. Oh, sorry. I need to stop with this. So that means, just this here one time. Okay. So now we have our bow. And now we have our topper. Okay. Oops. So now we're going to shape it and see how I want it placed. Place it in here. It's good because it has sections there. If I can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to place that in here. Around one slot, and the other one around the other slot. Okay? Because I want to leave the holder where you hold it, where you grab it from. I want to leave that exposed. So I don't want to wrap anything around this, because this is where you're going to pick up your lantern. So I want to leave that available. Okay? So I'm using the back of this in here. Okay? Strap and to put my bow and my this is wire, so I'm gonna pull it down. Let me just first tie this up here. Make sure it's firm enough so I can play around with it. So I can actually bring it around twice here and twice here, and then I'm gonna tie it up here. Okay. And then if it's not that firm, I can always take another pipe cleaner. No, not a pipe cleaner, cable tie. If it's not, because you don't want that moving around. I want that nice and firm there. And I'm trying not to put any glue on that there. I am gonna put a cable tie, because a pipe cleaner is not strong enough. It's not giving it the hold that I want. It has to hold on it tight. So we're gonna use some cable ties. And I'm gonna place them right in here and one in here. And that's where we're gonna hold it from. Okay? So we're not gonna need, I used the pipe cleaner to hold my bowl, okay? And then I'm gonna cut it off a portion of it. So I'm not gonna use that to hold it onto the lantern, because it's not gonna hold onto it. It's too heavy top, so it's not holding. But we're gonna fix that, right? I'm gonna take one of these here. And I'm gonna put it in here. Do this and in here. Okay. You can see. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna get it together. Okay, I did one there, and I'm going to do the other one on this side. This side. Putting it in through here. There you go. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. I got it. I don't got it. Oh, that's why I don't sing, you see? I thought I had it popped right out. Why? Why did it pop out? I guess I had it on the wrong way. Okay, well, we're gonna do it again. That's why this is called alive. We'll put it through the lantern hook first, and then there we go. And then through here. Okay. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now you're not gonna go anywhere. Now I really got it. Okay. So now we have that in there. I'm gonna fix my bow so we can make it pretty. Then we're gonna take this, we're gonna bend it down. That's the way we want it, down. Okay? And then I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna cut them because they're too long. Boy, I was sweating doing that. I think that was the hardest part. I don't know if it looks like I have too many pumpkins up there and stuff. I might just take them out. Let me see. Because I just didn't want it too long because I don't want it to take over. I can always play with that later. It's just I want to shake this up here. I don't know if I want to have these leaves sticking up like that here. But I'm going to bend these down. Bend these down here carefully because I don't want this to break now on me. Okay. Now Swiss where I give it and try to shape everything up here. Okay? Oh, thank you. I don't know if I have too many pumpkins on this and I should take some out. So, or too many leaves. What do you guys think? You think it's too much and I can take some off? Should I take some off?
Kathy says it looks beautiful. Adriana says, oh my God, it's amazing.
I'll show you the back of it a little bit. I'm just trying to see What should I do with these tails? Because I don't want this to cover up anything. Let me see. So what do you guys think? Should I take out some of these leaves here? Let me cut the light cord. Just stick me in here. Stick out. So this is my back here. That's the back.
Where?
See? You can still have your hook here. Your hook is right there. You have the ribbons. I'm going to keep these this length. This one this length. And you should cut them sides. Wait a minute. I like. Yeah, it's perfect. Okay. Okay.
Kathy says the bow is perfect.
He said it was perfect. He said it's perfect. It's perfect. So this is the back, which I like better than the front. This is the back. Nice clean cut. I have my tails there. I have the lantern hook. I can still lift it up from here, you know? Nice clean cut in the back. Then here, the front, I don't know, there's something I can't understand yet.
Crooked.
It's crooked?
Maybe the angle I'm looking at. Turn it around.
Should I fire the moderator? He just said it was crooked.
No. He's a very nice guy.
It's not. Okay, guys, if I decide later on to just take off some of these leaves, I will. You know, I can always bend these back. So I think it has too many leaves hanging out. That's me, you know. So I can always work on that later and I'll just figure it out. But that was the idea. Okay. So those two pieces, you put them together, you shorten them up, you bend it, shape it the way you want. I mean, I could have just done one side, just had it long here and just put a bow on the side. But I chose to do one longer and one shorter, you know? So I might just take out this thing that looks like a turkey dyed. But I don't like these things on it. You know me, I am so picky. But like I said, I can always cut it off and just leave the leaves, okay, if it's too long. Okay? So that's our little project for today. I will mess around with my ribbons later and my tail and fix it. Okay?
It looks good.
So, and then I'll post a picture. But I want to thank you guys for being here with me, okay? Again, this is a lantern topper. I chose to put, you know, on both sides, some embellishments on both sides, and the bow in the middle. You can always put it on the side if you want. And no, I can push it up so you can see. Angie from Conti Youth Creation, thank you for joining me today, for being here. Please subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and have a great weekend. Thank you again, guys, for being with me. I appreciate your support. Bye-bye.
So that's the deal with it.